Hi Pisces, welcome to Sophquest Energy. My name is Spence. If you haven't been here before, Soph means wisdom. We are on the quest to do some life examination, right? And take a moment to care enough about ourselves to ask ourselves, how are we thinking, how are we feeling, and what are we doing about our lives? So let's just take a deep breath. Pisces, welcome to Aquarius season. We are moving from Earth, very dense, very heavy energies, especially with the full moon eclipse a couple of weeks ago. It has taken me 2 full weeks to finish this month. So I'm coming, when I intended to come right on around the 12th with that, because it was such a huge time, this full moon eclipse. It really, for me, started the year in many ways. And then drilling, sawing, renovations, people up and down the hall. I have been dealing for the last 2 weeks with the renovations in my building. And isn't that right in alignment with everything in the sky right now? What's happening in the astrology? All these shifting changes that we have to deal with. Things we're letting go of. Renovations, specifically, right? I've been talking about this all month, like to our homes, businesses, offices, real life, tangible changes. And of course, renovations certainly do apply. So it's been frustrating, but I've decided each time it's happened, which has been multiple times in the last 2 weeks, each time it happens, I just take deep breaths, take 3 deep breaths. I go over to my computer and I do a meditation and I chillax and then wait for when it's quiet again. So Pisces, we are pulling you 3 Queen of the Moon Oracle cards to start by Stacy DeMarco. Then we're going to move to and pull you 1 Power of Surrender card. And then we're going to use the Quantum Tarot today by Stopforth and Chris Butler. Very space age. Very cool for Aquarian season. And then I'll show you all the cards and we'll walk through it. All right, your 3 have popped out there. Let me pull you now your Power of Surrender card. And we'll go from there. So, Pisces, guess how I started my year? I went to the Oprah Winfrey 2020 Vision Tour. I was able to spend an entire day with Oprah Winfrey and many of her thought leaders who were on stage talking about the new vision for your year. We were given gift bags with workbooks that we worked through, asking ourselves those questions. What is our vision? Asking really prompting questions that with the workbook, enabled us to sort of put a numerical value on where maybe we needed to focus a little bit more. And I found it really helpful. There's your card. It is. Okay. Wow. Really good. All right. Let me put that up there. And then I'm going to lay out your Tree of Life here. So the Vision Tour was amazing. Firstly, Oprah, happy birthday. She is absolutely one of my favorite Aquarians in the world. And Lady Gaga was there. We were the first stop on the tour, and so we were privileged to be able to catch Lady Gaga, which was absolutely amazing. Her interview was so moving, so touching, so raw, so vulnerable, and I was moved and really inspired to be brave this year, to have vision and to be brave this year. And I really hope that if you do get a chance to go and see Oprah on her tour with whatever special guest she has at the time for you in your city, I hope that you will take the opportunity to go if you're able, because it's wonderful and I highly recommend it, Pisces. I really do. Okay, done now shuffling. I don't think we're going to have any more poppers. We're just going to take this, cut it, and lay them out. All right, and then I'm going to show you each card, okay? Ignore the noise in the hall that's happening. More people coming in and out. All right, let's see what you have here. Pisces. All right, you have, awesome, King of Wands. Beautiful. You have the Star, the Magician, You have the Page of Cups. You have a beautiful spread. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Seven of Wands. You have the Justice card, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the World card. Pisces! Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful reading. Let me take it in, okay, Pisces? Let me just take a second and take this all in. Wow. Okay, let's start with your Power of Surrender card. Pisces, surrender your fear of change. I know, in the last 2 weeks, we've been in a Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Pluto, the planet of power plays, power struggles, changes in power. And Saturn, the planet of I don't even know what words I want to use for Saturn. Saturn is the taskmaster. Saturn teaches growth through limitation and patience. So change-ups in things that are long-term and very grounded, real-life structural things, right? Lots of changes and lots of letting go, cleansing and clearing. So 2 weeks ago, we had a full moon eclipse, and that is an energy that can really last out 6 months, even to a year, especially this year in 2020, because we're going to have eclipse seasons where it's going to harken back and activate that particular eclipse again. There's a lot happening this year that is really astounding in the astrology. We are in a new season, a new age, and so a lot of changes are happening right now. And Pisces, this is about going with that flow, going with the flow of changes. And, you know, Uranus is involved, and it's shocking sometimes. It can be jolting. It can be interruptive. And you kind of got to roll with it. The card says, the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. So how have you been handling these changes so far for the last 2 weeks? Leave me a comment, by the way, okay? And let me know for you maybe what's been changing. Because sometimes when too much changes all at once, especially for you Pisces, because there's life to you, it's like for a Pisces, life isn't just like like for an Aquarian, straight line, A, B, C, D, left brain, get it done, everything being very logical. Not for a Pisces. A Pisces, it's more ethereal. Time is more quantum for you. You can be more in the ether, above the planet. You have a kind of psychic ability. You have a tendency to feel and sense and know things that other people just don't, right? So change for you can be really jolting. It can leave you feeling a little bit skittish or nebulous, just confused, right? But coming into Aquarius now, the energy has shifted into Aquarius season. You should be gaining more clarity. That's for sure. So what's been coming up in the last 2 weeks, I think you're going to start to feel better. You're going to start to have some ideas about how to move forward with a little bit more ease. The cards that you got for your Queen of the Moon Oracle, discernment. You're in a time of discernment, moving now into the Aquarius season. Day after day, you're going to start to be able to discern more. And all this cloudiness that with all the change-ups and what do? I don't know. that's going to start to dissipate, and you're going to be able to discern, which enables you the ability to make clearer choices. But fear will come up. Again, what do we fear more than anything? We fear change. We fear death, right? We do, but that's like probably the biggest fear in the world. But we fear change in our daily lives. That's really what, because we have no idea what we're going to do, right? We work our schedules, and sometimes they're minute to minute. And if we are used to it, at least we're used to it. Even if it's something we really feel is stagnant, it is what we're used to. So this, I've been saying in the last videos, is that it's like going from version 1.0 to 2.0. Right now, beta testing time. The bugs. You got to work the bugs out, right? So fear is something that you might have to work at, and it might feel like this. I think this is a really good depiction of it. Her trying to cage all these flapping, flying birds. I think the energy could feel like that, or has felt like that for the last couple of weeks. But now with your discernment, you're coming into where, hold on. You know what I need to do? I need to put this cage down for a minute and take a deep breath and get some nourishment. So nourishment, what is nourishment? Could mean to start to implement new things in your nutritional choices so that you feel better and have better energy. Food matters. It matters what we put in our bodies and how efficient and effective that food becomes fuels, right? So, it's a good thing to do that. It's a good thing to nourish yourself with the things that you love. Nourishing yourself through your senses, through all 5 senses. Listening to music, taking a bath. Just enjoying the little things, right? Enjoying the little things that can really bring you back to center, into yourself, and to give you to calm down the brain, right? Where instead of things happening, and then all of a sudden it spikes, spikes your stress hormones, cortisol, right, and adrenaline, and then lowers, dopamine and serotonin, right, the stuff that makes us feel calm and good and at peace. So if you start to feel that way, really flustered, deep breathing, I'm sure you know this, right, maybe a little bit of a 2-minute meditation, just deep breathing, to bring down the stress hormones, to lift up the serotonin and dopamine, nourishing yourself with moments of sensual pleasantries. Lighting a candle that smells nice, listening to some nice music for a few minutes, nourishing yourself back to calm. And then you can be back into that state of discernment again, okay? And then the next time a change happens, instead of getting you all flustered again and getting you like this again, right? Flock of birds. Instead of it getting you there, you've already successfully managed that stress, so you know how to do it again. And then you just keep repeating that process where take a few deep breaths, listen to some music, just like I've been doing for the last 2 weeks with all these renovations in the building. All right, so now let's jump into your Tree of Life spread. I'm looking at a beautiful spread here. The karmic and dharmic for you of the next 2 weeks. So this is sort of the lesson of the zodiac and the star system for you right now. For you right now, Aquarius, okay? Or excuse me, Pisces. I do know that you have a new moon, which is a new beginning. It's in your 12th house. So you're shedding and letting go of things about yourself, ways of thinking and feeling about things, because you're just taking on a broader scope of things, internally to externally. And you're doing it beautifully with the King of Wands. The King of Wands, I think that you're going to feel more confident. I think that you have been through stuff, and I think that you have successfully navigated it. If you haven't, you can. You can. The King of Wands has vision, but not just vision, he has motivation and vigor. So energy, chi energy, life force energy, right? That's a beautiful thing. That's what you're working on. You're working on your own life force energy. So nourish yourself with all these things for your senses to make you feel like your life force energy is nice and balanced, right? Okay, nice and balanced. The issue that's going to come up in the next couple of weeks, the star, oh my, this is a beautiful thing. It really is. It means in this time right now, right? New moon in Aquarius, this is the Aquarius card. So it's a good timing card, but it's saying that during this time, the issue, the form it takes being the magician, this is a beautiful time for you to have faith in yourself and the things that you can do with this King of Wands energy. What you can do. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to let go of fears. Nourish yourself with discernment. Understand. You've grown. You've learned. You've gone through an entire cycle of changes, and you came out the other side ready to soar. Ready to soar again. I really do hope that you are in a state of having a lot of faith in yourself right now with the star and the magician, because it's like the universe is with you. Those are major arcana cards, both of them. That's the issue and the way that it plays out for you during this new moon. So put your energies out into the universe. Look up at the stars and make a wish. Say a prayer. And then let it go. And know, just try to know that you have everything that you need to move forward. To move forward with confidence. King of Wands. Underlying this entire spread is the Page of Cups. This is a lovely message to have hope. Have hope and faith, please, Pisces. This whole reading is telling you to please have hope and faith right now. Have a lot of faith in yourself as well. You know, if you've been really shedding and, you know, like facing, slaying, and now shedding those fears, that's the battle that you've been battling. You know, you're coming out the light to the light at the end of the tunnel here. That's what I'm seeing. What's working for you is the Three of Pentacles. So if you have the opportunity to work with others, that is a good thing and a productive thing for you right now. So if going through this last couple of weeks has been really tough and you just need a bit of a hand, because it's like you got all the ideas, but you got a lot of balls in the air trying to put them into place. And right now we're in the time of what I would call beta testing the new program, right? The new operating system, if you will. Then you might want to employ some help. The challenge right now is the Hierophant. This is also about a card about faith, but it's also a card about seeking guidance from someone you can trust. And with this being the issue, the Star card, which is about faith, hope, and healing, this is about that divine order and divine timing is working on your behalf. So the challenge right now is, do you believe that? Do you believe in that? Do you believe that things are going to work out for you? That you're okay? Or are you fearing that the sky's going to fall any second? Because we've been through already so many change-ups in our lives. But this is the year where we're going to see that across the planet, not just in our homes, but everywhere. Corporations, school systems, governments and politics are all going through these incredible shifts, moving from, a Capricornian age into an Aquarian age. So from sort of patriarchy more into the freedom, liberating us to balance and equalize the planet so that it's better, more yin yang, bringing in more of the sort of divine feminine energy or the yin energy of nurturing ourselves, not just working ourselves to death. All right, let me just look at this for another second. If you're married, with this being what's working for you, the help you're receiving, the gift, if you will, of this particular time of lunar cycle, is to work with others, 3 of Pentacles. Also, that your work is being seen right now. It's being seen. You're being seen as doing well. Keep going. That's the message of that card, right? If the challenge is the Hierophant, then this is either the challenge may be a boss or somebody, the company, the corporation. Maybe you need to go and ask for help. Maybe you need to ask your boss for an assistant. Or if this is a marriage, if this is your marriage, then you need to maybe ask your spouse or your significant other to help. Because right in the center of your read, what the best course of action for you to take right now, Pisces, is the 7 of Wands. This is about standing up and speaking your piece. It's about saying it out loud. So this is about standing up for yourself and saying, you've got faith here in yourself and your capabilities. So stand up for that. And say, look, I've got the confidence, I can do this, and I feel like it's just going to be right for me, a blessed thing. Who's with me? 7 of Wands. Who's with me? Who wants to work with me? Who wants to help? Who wants to... Who wants to make sure that I succeed? Being a part of my tribe, my team, being somebody who cheers me on, who encourages me, right? So taking a stand, standing up for that. Who's with me? That's what I keep hearing. And taking it perchance to someone to ask for guidance, getting guidance. That's the challenge. Is are you going to have faith in yourself enough, or are you going to go to guidance? Because if this is the challenge, maybe it's saying, yes, get some help from your people and see who's with you. But if they're not with you, then have faith in yourself. I think you're going to have at least one person with you, because this is what's helping you, the 3 of Pentacles, which is collaboration. So however that works out for you, believe in yourself, okay, Pisces? What you are feeling, it looks like, in your feelings sector, emotional sector here, we have the Justice card. Justice. So we feel like that we're in the right, that things are going to work out. Things are going to be righted. You may have to stand up for it, You may have to speak up about it. But you do feel like you're working through that. Okay? That you can make it right, or that it's going to be made right, and trusting in that. Because you're thinking about it, all of the communications that have come back and forth, that this problem, whatever it is that you've been working on, it's been in motion. It's been in motion now for a while, probably 8 weeks even. And it's just been so much on your plate. So much on your plate. Probably through the holiday season, through January. Just trying to get it all done. I mean, you're the King of Wands. You're standing in a good amount of power here. Being confident. And maybe being a little bit more assertive than other people are used to. Or needing to be a little more assertive than other people are used to. But that's okay. Because what you know about yourself and what you need to know about yourself are so beautiful. Honestly, I think this is probably the best reading I've had so far. What you know about yourself is the Queen of Pentacles. You've got this. You have a very grounded take on it. You have thought about the problem. You're being practical about the solution. And you're accomplishing it. This is accomplishment. What you need to know about yourself. What's coming in. The World card. Right? Joseph Campbell's hero's journey is shown in the tarot and called the Fool's Journey. We start at the Fool's 0 and we end at 21, the World card, the hero. This is what you need to know about yourself. It's coming. You're going to complete this, whatever it is. It's coming to fruition. Right now you're in the new moon. In the new moon of Aquarius. So this is actually, when I say, is the perfect time for you to make your New Year's resolution. Not on the 1st of January, but now during a new moon when it's dark, there's just a teeny sliver of moon, and now as the moon waxes and waxes and more light, more light, more light, that is when it culminates. So right now, take it to the stars. And believe in yourself. You have all the skills, talents, and abilities. You have everything the magician has. It's heart, mind, body, and soul going toward a goal. As the King of Wands. With a lot of life energy and vigor and vision to soar. This is so much about having hope and faith that you are capable enough, grounded enough, that you've done enough, that you've been righteous enough, that you've communicated and done the best you could. Yes, Pisces. With the World card, yes. It's looking good. It's looking really, really good. Just don't fear the changes. You've done a lot of work to change up whatever it is that you've been doing in your life. Now, let it just be what it is. And as the changes come, discern what you need to take care of and what you don't. Stop trying to cage all those crazy birds and nourish yourself during those moments when Pluto or Saturn or Uranus do their thing. Know it's in divine timing. You were supposed to take a breather, get a little help if you need to, and and then get her done. Ta-da! Hero. Things are going to work out for you. You are feeling justified to take this stand that you need to take with whomever. You feel justified in doing so. You've thought about it. You're in a discerning place. But, you know, you're not a super assertive kind of person. You acquiesce to people. You just want other people to be happy. because you can feel their feelings, and you know intuitively, that everybody's in pain and is trying and doing the best they can, and so you feel for people. It's really hard for you to assert yourself and take a stand and say, hey, look, here's what I'm thinking, this is what I know, and this is what I can do. Let's work together and get this done. That's what this new moon is asking of you, I think, Pisces. And I think you're going to do it with flying colors. I think you are going to really be on top of the world. I think that there's a new change that's coming that is going to make you feel quite astounded and astonished that you were able to actually do it, whatever this thing is that you're trying to do. So I wish you well. I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude, Pisces. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like to subscribe, please click the activation bell so that you can get any notifications for when I upload. And I do appreciate any likes, any shares, and please do leave me a comment. Let me know how this full moon eclipse the last couple of weeks has been changing things for you, and what is it that you're hoping and praying to do and to get done, because I bet it's interesting and I'd like to hear it. Thank you so much, Pisces. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon in February. See you soon.